As a result of the outcome of the data collected, Petty Office of the Registrar General's Department, the Swiss Ghana this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I must indicate that the IP policy, which is being launched today, is the first step CSIR is taking to incorporate intellectual property into its business models, leading to the generation and commercialization of intellectual property assets. This will be possible if the CSIR makes available financial and human resources for the implementation of the policy. We trust that the CSIR will continue to pay the needed attention, not just to innovative activities, but also to ensure that it translates innovative activities into economic and social impacts. This is an opportune time for us to renew our shared commitment of strengthening the IP ecosystem and bringing innovation closer to the people by giving intangible assets tangible value for the benefit of the innovators of your institution as well as society at large. The Ghana Industrial Property Office, WIPO, of the Registrar General Department and its partners will continue to collaborate with stakeholders such as the CSIR to develop the intellectual property management systems. I thank you.
Thank you very much for those bold statements. We would have the last remark by Prof. Tom Mugada. Let's welcome him with a clap.
Our guest of honor today, the Honorable Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Chairman of the CSIR Council, representative of the Director General of CSIR, representative of the Director General of WIPO, representative of Ghana Intellectual Property Office, the IP committee members present, senior management of SIR, directors, researchers, members of the press, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning again. I'm very delighted to make few remarks, and there are going to be very, very few remarks. The first one, may I take this opportunity to bring to you, the great people of Ghana, warm greetings from Kenya, as well as from the African Center for Technology Studies, which is an intergovernmental based in Nairobi, but operating. Secondly, allow me to sincerely congratulate the management, the council members, the staff and the researchers of CSIR, its stakeholders, on this occasion of the launch of the intellectual property policy. In my view, this is a major milestone for this great organization, which is hoped to significantly enhance IP management within the organization and support CSIR to realize its mandate, which includes, amongst others, contributing to the development agenda of Ghana through research and innovation. The easier part, which is the development and the launching of the IP policy. The most difficult part, which is the implementation, is what will start immediately the Honorable Minister launches the IP policy. And therefore it is important that I take the earliest opportunity to really wish you the best, not on what you have just achieved, but what you are just about to start. And that is in the implementation phase of the policy. Thirdly, allow me to indicate that I'm extremely happy that even as we launch this policy today, there are already very strong indications of commitments, both from the government himself, of an IP committee, and I was very, very humbled and delighted to see that even this launch is being spearheaded by none other than the chair of the board of the council. And really, that is commendable. This gives hope that they're going to be implemented. And all of us know that in Africa, we have histories, particularly with respect to IP policies, where we have several of such policies that have been developed within our various institutions and launched, but have never been adequately implemented to enable the institutions to really reap the benefits that such an important tool for management of intellectual property assets within the organizations can bring. And therefore, we are starting well, and it will be very important, just like other speakers have mentioned, that more efforts, more resources, more dedications will be given towards the implementation of the policy that we are about to launch. And finally, our honorable guests, allow me then just to mention that for me, but individually, Ghana has a special place in my heart. I was part of the team that led the development, been pursuing also its implementation, that it has been implemented. And I think you need to clap yourself even louder than what you have just done. So it gives me really very, a lot of happiness. And I always tell Loretta that when anybody else looks at my CV, the first one is that I participated in the development of the National Intellectual Property Policy and Strategy for Ghana. But I've also worked with several other universities, including recently with the Koforideo Technical Universities that I also supported through the technical support from WIPO to develop an IP policy. And finally, Honorable Minister, just to mention that my organization, the African Center for Technology Studies, is also working very, very closely with your ministry through the Directorate of Science, Technology, and Innovation on matters to do with science, technology, and innovation policy. So I feel really very nice to be here today, and I really want to say a big thank you to the organizers of this launch to have remembered me and insisted that I should be able to come and at least to say Jambo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, don't worry. At this juncture, we would have the Okomansa band give us a session. Thank you very much, Okumansa Culture Group. Before we proceed with the launch of the